What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh boy, I'm gonna tell you, some of these chicks out here are raggedy. There it is. There it is, and here we go. Like, share, and subscribe. We about to go in. Ah, I swear to God, when a lot of these women over here have these raggedy bitches who ain't worth shit, look like a whole big toe on the fucking foot. Nah, I'm gonna tell you about high value men, the men that are actually effective. See, a lot of women out there keep asking, we're the high value men. What makes a man high value? Unfortunately, you don't. Unfortunately, you don't. Other men judge the value of that man. He doesn't compete against you. Sorry, he just doesn't. You could get mad. You could get upset. That man is supposed to do what the fuck he got to do. That world, that planet, them people, those are the judges. Okay? Those are the judges. How he raises kids, how he gets his work, how he obtains his wealth within the environment he's in, he's got to be effective. Just came over there from Sister George and Concrete Rose's channel with the babbling fucking Brooks over there. What makes you have value? You gotta take your. I mean, your son's mother wasn't high value. How you know, bitch? First of all, I'm not going to talk to a past their prime little old chick. I don't give a damn if a woman makes $1 million a year and you don't raise a son and I tell you get it, I'm going to be the effective person. See, instead of saying what makes a good man, what makes a bad man, because first and foremost, a lot of you women don't know what the fuck a man is supposed to do. One, because that's not your realm. That is not your realm. Just like it's not my realm to be a lady. A lot of you don't even get effective men. Well, my husband don't run shit. You can't even stay on the fucking topic. You get mad when somebody gives you a phrase and a definition of such, but you want it to meet your selfish ass needs. Yes, if a man's high value, it has to deal with his money. Unfortunately, everybody in the world is not going to be high value. Not every wrestler is going to be the Olympic gold medalist. Not every cop who works is going to be the police commissioner. Sorry. Hell, not even a cop. Most cops don't even make supervisor. Get over it. How can I tell a lot of those ladies on that panel we're not high value? Number one, if you really had a man, you wouldn't be arguing all the time with other men trying to get that attention and energy. If you really thought that you get high tier men, you wouldn't be whining about beta male cones. You would be living your best life. How is it that I made a damn video yesterday congratulating Marcus Houston and his new wife to be, but on my Facebook, they're hating and jealous over a young chick doing what she's supposed to do? Is she in the prime of her life? Yes. Is she's in the prime of her fertility? Yes. The prime of her beauty? Yes. I'm sorry that you could not compete. I'm sorry. When I wrestle competitively, I'm sorry, but I got to defeat you. I'm sorry, that I want the championship more than you. I'm effective. I don't have to be the strongest, the fastest, the best looking. I just got to be the most effective. In the words of Ric Flair, physical strength, inhuman speed, unmatched skill, drive, 3 times the champion. Determination, perseverance, courage, woo, 4 times that champion. An effective man does not weep in the midst of competition or adversity. He rises to that motherfucker. He looks at life when it gives him all kinds of disdain and visceral. He grabbed that motherfucker by the collar and said, "You haven't beat me yet." He doesn't go around trying to prove himself to a bunch of females who don't matter. He doesn't go around trying to talk game to a bunch of dudes. He walks that motherfucker walk. He walks this land like he run this man. He doesn't worry about what a bunch of broads say. He doesn't worry about what the dudes say. Them motherfuckers can't tie his fucking boots. And if he is married or in a relationship, he is the de facto leader. His woman is a damn good second in command. It is not her job to outshine him because you're supposed to be the man's glory. He's not supposed to be yours. Oh, I'm going to tell you why I go up there. Every time I tell y'all, and I'm glad you said that, to all my listeners, hear me now, think about it now, and ponder on it later. I go to prove the shadow of a doubt that none of them motherfuckers know what a high valued man is. They don't know what an effective man is, and I prove it each and every time. They are shit shows. How can I tell? Majority of them fucking women don't even want to show their real face. Majority of them don't even want you to know their real life. Same thing with the dudes. I don't got to go around proclaiming, "Oh, I'm going to go get this chick. Let's go deal with it." I get more bitches ignoring them than I can even approach them. And not every woman's a bitch. Excuse me. I get more ladies. See, there's no difference than being an effective woman. Because an effective woman, and yeah, that list was written by a goddamn woman. That's why I said it was all bullshit. Because a man is going to do what a man's got to do, regardless if there's a woman or not. Just like an effective woman. Oh my God, how am I feed them kids? I can't cook. Well, you better learn. Nobody told you to give birth to them. Just like I can't run from my responsibilities, neither can you. What makes you high value that a high value man takes his fucking kids? Because guess what? When you're supposed to teach that kid and you won't do it, I'll burden myself. See, what makes me a high value man is simply put, I don't pray to the creator for lighter loads. I pray for a stronger back to deal with a difficult one. I like to see what any fucking one of them chicks could say to me. What consequence are you to me? A lot of them don't even have men. I'm married. Bullshit. All these chicks, I proved it to you last night. How many of these chicks got so-called husbands? But when you look at their profile pic, when you look at their overhead cover pic, you don't see the husband. You just see them and the kids. To ask a woman what is a high-value man without knowing what she is about first is the equivalent of asking an earthworm how to fly. It's the same as when you go to a guy. Well, a high-value man doesn't need money. Let me check with my consensus. Part of it does. See, people don't like the definitions or the answers or the rebuttals. Just because you don't like something doesn't make it any less true. That's the problem with the black community. You don't want to listen to your men. You don't want to adhere to what your men say. But then you got a problem when the men start to lay down the law. This is how you know you are protected. Well, I want a high-value man. No. A high-value man, like a woman, is not an ATM with a dick. If you're not ready to deal, then you're not. All these chicks talk about he groomed her. You're supposed to groom your wife. You know the reason why Russell Wilson married Sierra? Because the motherfucker got him 25 or $50 million because she introduced him to a new audience that bought his jersey. If you're not an asset, then you're fucking liability. I'm getting tired of a bunch of dudes who can't even fucking keep their pants on their ass saying they're high value. I'm getting tired of a bunch of women who don't even respect the institution of marriage saying they're high value. See, when you're married, you just don't marry that motherfucker. You marry the whole damn family and the community he's around and with. You marry at least the last two generations that surrounded him. See, we're going to get back a little bit more on track when you talk about the effective man. Like I said on her panel, do you care how much money I got in my pocket if I'm saving you? If I'm changing a damn tire? If you're in an alley and you calling for help and I beat that goddamn assailant off your ass? Am I high value then? Or am I effective? In the military, they have something called Tier 1. Give me a woo in the chat if you want me to explain what Tier 1 means. To make sure everybody's tracking. We tracking in this motherfucker today. If you want to hear some real shit today, this is the goddamn live stream right now. We're going to listen to some Tier 1 shit. Okay? Ready when you are. I want to make sure everybody's participating today because I'm not for the shits. See, What's up, Tony Malone? One. Simply Unique. Lee's Ollie. Poetic Kells. See, tier 1 in the military means the tip of the fucking spear. Something that everybody cannot achieve. That's where you get your dev groove, aka SEAL Team 6. Special Operations Detachment Delta, Delta Force, and such groups as those. When you got the most dangerous, the highest of classifications, I'm going to give it to you in a minute. The highest of classifications, literally, you can be 200, 300, thousands of miles away for a certain mission. There is no maybe we could do it. I think we could do it. It is done. You talking about the most effective hostage rescue, capture or kill, reconnaissance, VIP security type missions on God's green earth. Are they good or bad men, or are they fucking effective? That's the type of man you want your daughters and your granddaughters to be around. Does he love me? Does he want to be with me? Does he treat me with respect? Will he fucking move heaven and earth to feed me and my babies? No. Sorry, women don't get to judge high tier men. I don't even want to use that term. I want to use my term. Women don't get to judge effective men. Men do. That's why your fathers, your uncles, or whoever's your male father figure or confidant should be vetting him. When you want a tier 1 man, that's rare. Sometimes you need to just admit one thing. That man is above my pay grade. Just like that nasty fondant bitch, her weight was above her scale's pay grade. Here it is. You got a bunch of simps and suckers going in, donating money, and don't even know that fucking women are talking about them. That's how you know half of them, 90% of them men are nothing like me. I don't need the admiration of people. Long as my son smiles and he has a full belly and a roof over his goddamn head. If I had to beg for fucking quarters on a fucking corner to make sure he feeds, fuck it, I'll do it. If I gotta wipe windows, fuck it, I'll do it. Tell me I'm not high fucking value. Most of you bitches still getting your bras from fucking Walmart and shit. Most of these dudes still can't even fucking buy a regular pack of underwear. Arguing about shit that you have no comprehension of. All kinds of silly ass shit. You got black men who were stopped by fucking white police officers who don't know what the fuck they doing.
Is my noise too loud? Let me know. I'll mute myself.
All right.
Sound good now? Yeah, I'm on the road. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna say something.
You got black men who can't get a job that you take. You want to criticize somebody as some value when you sit at the fucking throne of specialty. See, a lot of motherfuckers listen to those fucking white supremacist talking points. Oh, that drug dealer over there. Did you actually see what that drug dealer got to do? For some reason in this country, you could get a felony and you can't get a regular job. Well, wait a minute. Them white boys who commit fucking all kinds of crimes. How many white guys you know are child molesters still working in school systems? But you want to persecute that white man. But you motherfuckers want to talk about the drug dealer, but you got a nerve to fucking talk about the Al Capones and the Lucky Luciano and shit like that. The motherfucker who fled your fucking area with drugs and booze. Don't even know what a fuck the effective man is. You worship a man if he got money, but you the same type of bitches that call him broke. Yep. You're the same type of bitches who would, oh, we need police reform. Look how they did to George Floyd, but turned his back on you when he was with a white woman.
Yeah. It's rough, man. Hello, guys. What's good, man? Bear with me. It's gonna be a little turbulence with the volume of this. I'm not at my regular spot to talk, so be brief. Boy, that was atrocious.
Right? That was a shit show.
That was, I don't know what the fuck that was, man. I tell you, I give these women credit, man. They really showed their degeneracy.
How many fucking times do I gotta prove this shit to people? The difference between a lady, a woman, and a bitch.
Too many times, bro. And let me tell you something. She was not married.
None of them married. If they really value high value men, why don't they got them?
And let's keep it 100. Let's say the men that they were dealing with were high value. Okay, Robbie said she was married. That's good. Wonderful. I'm not
sure past participle, nigga.
I don't know if she said she was. I think she is. I don't know. I gotta go back and check. But let's say she's still it. All right. Good. I'd have made some of the women that's talking have never been married, but they were baby mamas, and we could cater to that's a cool thing. And
you know why that one?
Yeah.
You know why that one bitch wanted to go off? Because she was a baby mama. Because she married a nigga. She is a baby mama. She got a nigga that she thought that was the fucking bee's knees, the fucking cock of the rock. But guess what? She's trash. Yeah. How do I know she's trash? At least the beautiful women in my chat will show their face.
Bro, I tell you, it's funny, man, to let know saying that, all right, life was a fortune good to you. Okay. It is what it is. But don't hear you have the conversation about high value. You were not really dealing with no high value. And I was going to say
you're a baby mama. You will never be high valued.
That just cuts you right off. You know what I'm saying? You'll be always a side piece to a man. Period.
She's mid. She won't even be mid-tier. Okay?
Yeah.
When somebody tries to break into my house and my son is here, he calls me, Daddy, I need you. Do I make excuses because my son needs me?
Nope.
If my pipes burst, do I make excuses or do I become effective?
You have to be effective. That's the whole deal. And let's know majority. Go ahead.
See, I'm gonna peep out something for you, ladies and gentlemen. When you see the women come on my panels and on my chat room, notice they always have face pictures of themselves. I don't have to say where the beautiful women are because they come near me. I don't have to say where the high tier men are. Because guess what? If you're going to be around me long enough, you will be one. See, I'm not one of those motherfuckers who pray for change. I make it happen. Okay? Well, I'm high tier because I could take you out on a date. Guess what? What if we both broke? I got work to do like the Osley brothers. If there ain't no food in the refrigerator, guess what? I ain't fucking worried about no date. I'm an effective, proactive fucking man. Well, honey, I got a flat tire. Am I thinking about going on a date or changing the fucking tire? See, you want the fucking sun, but you don't want the blazing heat. You want the water, but you don't want to take the frontal frame of the storm. It's fucking impossible. This is the reason why. This is the reason why I do not take a lot of these fucking people seriously. Take, for instance, my man T. Hall. When he left his position as a lieutenant in the police department, did he cry and say, woe is me? No. He started a business and made more money than he was as a goddamn lieutenant. Now, Terrell, tell me if I'm lying. Now, does that sound like an effective man?
Very effective. He took his promise and made somewhat of a solution out of it. But really, truly, Charles, let's keep it real. A lot of women that talk this, they've been dealing with most dudes that are very much bums or ineffective. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? And here's the funny thing. You sit there and you get knocked up by these dudes that with no guarantee. You sure might do well because obviously they're going to learn from your fuck-ups, God willing, if they don't take on your fucked-up mentality, which probably you do. But overall, you know, sure do adjust. But you, it's a wrap. You just put a stick, what do you call needle in, you're done.
See, we're going to drop the link in a minute, but I got some shit to say off my chest. Yeah. And I got a 56-inch chest, so it's going to be a little bit. See, the problem of it is, in the black community, you don't have any value for your fucking men. I want a high tier. No! You get the men that you are qualified for. You don't go to a job and automatically say, hey, what do you apply for? CEO. No. You pay your fucking dues. See, the problem with the average black man nowadays is that he doesn't vet his women as hard as she vet them. If he can't do this, he ain't this. Well, if she's not supportive, if she's not feminine, if she's not fit or trying to be fit, then what good are you? If you're not a good number 2, second in command, what good are you? Oh, you're talking harsh about the women. So, is it all women? Only hit dogs holler. You're going to expose yourself if you don't like what the fuck I say. Well, he's not high vet. You don't know what the fuck happened, you ugly bitch.
And you know, funny, it goes back again. Anytime when it's actual criticism, this is where the shaming language. You're bashing. You're this.
But notice chaos and chat. They wanted to read this placating shit that goes to their narrative. Yeah. Have you noticed when I read shit from multiple studies, regardless if I agree with it or not, I give you the fucking truth. I don't go off of my feelings.
Yeah.
I only can give you truth, regardless if I like it or not. But us, Faulkner, these men out here aren't hard to. Guess what? If Kevin Samuels called me up while I was in the middle of my home, I could put on a nice suit and tie. I can look presentable, but if I'm at work, I'm going to be in the most effective uniform I can be. But yet, when you growing up in the valley of the shadow of death, where your son doesn't wear a fucking suit till he has to be in front of a fucking courthouse, he doesn't know any better. Why do you think sometimes I put on the picture with the suit, the picture with the goddamn bow tie that I tied out of a fucking necktie? Think about that shit. Step your shit up. Guilt, shame, and a goddamn need to be right. You don't want to listen to anybody who tells you bitches. And guess what? Y'all know who I'm talking to, these niggas and bitches, that you need to step your shit up. But guess what? I would dare one of them to come over here. What makes you high value? Because I'm effective. I can do shit you can't. How do you know I'm high value? Because when I was in Fallujah in the dead of night rescuing Marines, was I effective? You low tier bitch. But I'm still in a good mood. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Of course, I'm dropping some gems, but they don't hear me though. They want men predicated on their needs and wants instead of men how they are. None of them knew how to deal with a man. That's why as soon as they said something, they shut the fuck up. And trust me, I do have to say, sometimes Sister George and Concrete Rose can be a little suspect. What's up? What it do?
What's going on, Charles? Ooh, ooh, man, man. That watching that doggone live stream, man, was like listening to a freaking waiting room at the mental hospital.
Exactly.
This dude was like, "Oh, I'm high value because I say so."
That's
Okay,
not how it works.
okay, so I'm gonna jump off this 50-foot bridge because I think I can fly. Okay, so do you want water or juice with your peel?
Exactly.
Okay,
See,
lift your tongue up and go sit back down, please. Thank you.
this is the reason why these people can be somewhat insane. They have a psychosis, if you will. They're detached from reality. That the fact that a lot of you do not qualify for those type of men. What is your network? Why am I listening? Why would I listen to a woman on how a man is supposed to be effective? That's like me giving advice to a chick about her period. No sense does it make.
All right. So it's like pretty much like my title of my channel or whatever. I have no problem admitting my weaknesses and my strengths because I've overcome many of my weaknesses. And yes, I'm not high value. I'm broke, which is most majority of people are. So I
And
own it. I own it to change it.
put your
Okay.
shit in the chat. Put your shit in the chat.
I
I just gave you a mod.
appreciate it. So it's like, okay, you got these little, these chicks or whatever that, come. Everybody is so high above themselves, and it's like, no, that's not the case. I mean, we all have a pecking order, and it's like, okay, it's okay if you're not high value. Okay, as far as in the financial terms. I
Why do
mean,
you think? Why do
yeah,
you think I don't use the term high value? I use the term effective. Are
right.
you still going to be able to get the goddamn job done?
Right. Cause I mean, being in the Lions Den, in the BGS live streams for like years ago. I mean, he mentioned the foxhole. So you in the deep depths of war, and the first captain is shot, and then the sergeants are shot, and you just a corporal or a
Private.
private, right? So at that point, you goddamn it, the general, because you leading these other men that are wounded. You gotta carry them, and you gotta shoot off, the freaking enemy coming to three different directions. I mean, at that point, to your point, yeah, your effectiveness is super high value. I mean, top
Exactly.
value. So yeah, I get that, but at the same time, yeah, I have no problems meeting my strengths and my as well as my weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? And these chicks like were not I mean, they were coming off like I'm high value and blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, yeah, show some receipts. And
Like,
then yeah,
you know what makes a man high value is that when he thinks of the needs of the many versus the few.
exactly. And it's
That that
like, yeah,
that right there shows you why men are the natural leaders.
yeah,
Because we're willing to give up our lives against the elements,
hmm,
against the beast of the world.
yeah. Cause it's like black people have this really bad problem of pretending everything is fine. Oh, it's okay. It's cool. All the pookies is on the block, hanging out, which is my son, he hangs on the block too. But everything is fine. And then next thing three or four bullets and laying on the pavement, you crying like, oh, my baby, my baby. But last week everything was fine. Your nail appointment, you was there on time. You was having your cocktails with your girls. You was, planning your girls' whole trip. And everything was all right with the world. And it's like, nah, you don't look at you deal with the problems that that lie at your feet. You know what I'm saying? You don't have like they have this fantasy world, that everything is fine, and I'm high value when you really live in the projects. You living in Marcy projects, but you're high value. I mean, it's nah.
What
You know what I'm
makes it
saying?
what makes it crazy is that we're the ones who get to be judged according to our effectiveness, to what we could do to better people. And you know what? I'm cool with that. But at the same time, what are you judged on? Your beauty, your looks, your loyalty, your support, your faithfulness, your fertility. How
Right.
many women can say, I got beauty? Which is a lie.
Right.
How many of them got loyalty? Which is a lie.
Yeah.
But yet, y'all simply talking about number one, I'd have respected them more if they talked to these ladies, especially the younger ones, on how to get a high tier man, how to get one.
Yeah, it's just it's a big bag of cow dung, and it's like I'm seeing this is like and that's why Kevin is just literally on fire because this is like it's like a wormhole topic, and it's like and then they were the Sister George and them was like pretty much. I mean, you had to ask them because they were trying to bring up the hottest talking point, which is from Kevin, but
which is
take
funny,
him take him completely out the picture.
which
And
you
it's
can't.
like, okay. I mean, I'm just listening to all of this, and it's like, okay, so you capping using Kevin's, basically platform, number one talking point, but you trying to like totally exclude him from it for whatever reason, and it's like, yeah,
And
okay,
you know what the disingenuous shit about it is? I'll even say shout out to Cynthia G. At least I talked about and mentioned what Cynthia G was saying. I may debunked it, I may have disagreed with it strongly, but at least I kept her in the conversation.
hmm
They wanted to omit everything Kevin has done when it comes to the terms of high value.
yeah,
They wanted that.
yeah,
They wanted to take away all the shit of high value.
right. Yeah, I was just listening to that, like, just like, whoa. I mean, the entertainment level and the fuckery, the meter was just off the
And,
meter.
and when I try to bring it back to sensibility, here comes these little nasty mouth bitches. What's up, Anthony Taylor? Woo! See, the problem is this, and I'm going to say it, and I try not to be on no one sided because you know me.
hmm
I don't give a shit about the environment. That doesn't excuse me for not being a man.
Yeah.
And I would tell any of my male subscribers, I would tell anybody who would ask me,
hmm
I know the women are fucked up, but does that keep you from your masculine order? Does that
hmm
keep you from your divine duty as a man? No, it does not.
hmm
You should take pride in being a man, being the best damn man you can be. Some
Yeah.
days are better than others. You sure as shit it is,
hmm
but it does not excuse you from being such.
Yeah.
Just
And
like I told the ladies, it doesn't excuse you from being a lady. But go ahead.
yeah, and it's like to put in Kevin, I mean Dr. Tia Johnson's archetype, literally like you have the perpetual single lady. So pretty much a lot of these chicks are that chick, and they getting older because they live in this dichotomy based off of basically guilt, shame, the need to be right to fit their little, narrative. That's why they'll never come on your show or any other show, unless they have some type of person to back up their bullshit, because basically they're this perpetual single lady that is constantly in and out of relationships, but is telling women how to find a person to be in a relationship with when you can't even find nobody. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
It's like the
So,
African proverb: never trust a person, never trust a naked man who hands you a shirt.
right. And then it's like what I was saying last night. I was like basically on, I think it was Art of Ibn War's channel. I was like, man, 20, 30 years from now, man, the nursing homes, man, it's gonna be tripped out, man, cause
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a whole bunch of single women in that mob.
Think about it. Not any kids. Hey, what's up, Linda Anderson? Woo.
you know.
I'm just like this. When you look at the black community, you're gonna have to look at the lowest unit in the black community, which is the black family. How is it that I'm sexist, I'm rude, I'm this, I'm that? Okay, I'll take all that shit. I'll take all that shit like a red badge of courage. If I'm saying, hey, well-to-do men need to scoop these young ladies up and guide them and be able to provide for them, what's wrong with that? Well, he needs a woman his age. Well, a woman his age may not be able to produce.
Right. Yeah, the way they talk and think is from their narrative, from their vantage point, and it's like it comes down to it with as far as like what I would tell my daughters. Don't listen to no woman for a man's advice or men's advice. Get your advice directly from the horse's mouth, which is a man,
Uh-huh.
primarily
Uh-huh.
from your father. If you can't get it from your father, get it from your uncle, cousin, someone, but don't definitely get it from no woman. Because I mean, when you want advice, okay, for if you want advice on what engine you want to put to upgrade your car, are you gonna go to a dentist?
No.
Right. I mean, so okay, that's the equivalent of, I mean, basically you trying to go to some chick to get advice from about a dude when you have
Exactly.
no balls, you got no penis, you have no idea of what the dynamics of that is, as far as even the biology and all of the other millions of things that come with being a man. You have nothing to say, or I mean, you could say stuff as far as what you read or whatever. I'm not saying that women cannot be very understanding, but for the overall advice, I mean, you really would never understand. So other than basically what your limited understanding and knowledge comes from life and just what you read and hear. So it's like you better off getting that from straight from the horse's mouth, such as a man. So this is what people
Uh-huh.
fail. This is what a lot of times these women fail to realize, because they have issues. They need to sit on the couch and, in some cases even pop a few pills, because they, no, seriously. And
Yeah, that's
then
true. That's why
and
I'm
I
laughing.
and I didn't even really mention, or nobody really even said, and that's what Kevin says. I mean, that's literally being in the first two to 5 minutes of the conversation. Have you seeked out therapy? I
And
mean,
the,
have you
and the
talked to
answer's
someone?
usually the answers are usually gonna be what? No.
Yeah,
The,
because
the,
yeah.
these chicks out here go out with their hubris, and I'm like, look, as a man, it's my duty to protect you. And do you know who I gotta protect you from most? Who? Yourself.
Right. And it's like
You're
yeah,
oh, go ahead.
yeah. I mean, it's like then you got all of these little afflictions and little mind blocks that literally have you just, just stricken and stuck in life, because you haven't sorted it out and talked to somebody, and then you just listen to your friends that are yes women and just tell you everything, yes, yes, yeah, you're right, girl, you're right, when you totally wrong. And then next thing you know, I mean, you're basically the 70-year-old crone playing with her cats, and
Yeah.
basically, yeah.
See, see, what happened was in the black community where the women had a begrudging respect. I mean, there are women in the black community who love their men. Not saying they aren't. They literally worship the ground to feed their men welcome. There's some that out there.
Yeah.
That's why I will tell a guy, if you're a young man looking for a woman, a good woman, you got to be on your Gulliver's Travels, man. You
Yeah.
got to travel. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the ugly truth about getting a woman, a good one, a quality woman. See, you have the effective man and the quality woman. I'm going to start. I think I should start a series on that one. What y'all think in the chat? What's up, Chad? What's up, Keith Wisdom? Woo!
Pretty
I
much,
think
man.
that.
I could just tell you, like, you got a following, keep it up. Pretty much, you could, whatever you put out there, pretty much think people are gonna gobble it up.
I think I'm
So
gonna start. I'm gonna start because I want to get away from money because majority of us are not going to see that type of money. You're going
yeah,
to have the effective man in a relationship with a quality woman.
right,
It makes sense. It falls together completely.
yeah,
Why are these men leaving? I said, here's my shit. Notice Sister George didn't want to answer me. So Why are women leaving? Is because you have a society that okays your bullshit. They
Mm,
gave you no fault divorce. You feel as though that you're the prize. No, you're not. Men are the prize. You're the catch. Excuse me.
yeah,
Okay. I'll give you the prize part. You're the prize. He's the catch.
cause yeah, it's like pretty much like this. You know, it's a situation where men make sacrifices, women make sacrifices too. But here's the thing: when the
They're
women,
different.
yeah, it's different. It's very different. So women's ultimate sacrifice and their strength is their ability to make children, and they also risk death doing that. Okay,
Hmm.
but if you're with a guy, and it goes into the whole protection argument, a guy don't never stop. When when you're with your woman, y'all married or whatever, y'all live together, that knock on the door could be the last knock that your significant other will actually hear, because his
Hmm.
job is to protect you. It don't stop. It don't stop whether it's childbirth or nothing. So it's 24/7. So men pretty much sacrifice more in my opinion, because it does not stop.
Yeah.
And that goes deeper into the rabbit hole of basically women are at the guise of protection of men. I mean, you're ex army, I'm ex navy. I mean, pretty much mostly men, and it's been like this for thousands of years. Are at the is the men are the wall for protection for invaders to come to basically stay out, where you become just where women just become a booty, to where pretty much they can't defend themselves, and thus the invading army takes them as the prize.
That's why I
But people
say
don't want to talk. People, they ain't ready for this. They
exactly.
ain't ready for this type
They're
of
not
shit.
ready for this
Yeah,
deep.
yeah.
I like to call this shit the simplistically deep conversation. See, what the problem I have with the average male nowadays is that nothing in this world says you shouldn't be a man. No, you should be a man. You should be the greatest goddamn man you can be. Yes. Do women deserve to be protected? Yes. I don't. When I go to work as a police officer, when I'm healthy, do I choose whose house I get to go to? No, the calls are given. They're issued. I got to do the best that I can with as little as I can do, little as time that I can affect whatever I have to do. The mission still drives on. Woo, Leon, my man. Where my man at? Excuse me, Dre. You're. Oh man, Leon. Thank you for the cash app. Woo. Bless you. Bless your heart. Bless your heart, good brother. Hopefully you off today, man. Got to come by us when we go smoke some cigars, drink some liquor, and we just gonna hang with our niggas.
Right.
See, nobody wants to talk about the effective man, and he should look for a quality woman. That's how you bring back the black community. That's how you bring back any community.
Right. Right.
See, when you have a man who's willing to go in the depths of the dirt, when you have a man who's willing to look his best, see, that woman is supposed to be that man's battery in his back. I keep saying it. You're either gonna make me feel like Superman or you're gonna be my damn kryptonite. Does the women on Sister George and Concrete Rose's channel, are they kryptonite or are they making men feel like Superman?
Man, they depends on how
And
you look at it.
and this and how I look at it, all I see are green floating rocks. Like I can't see men wanting to deal with that shit
You,
long term
yeah, you definitely would need to be either a
and
red
need
pill or black pill to
or
even
inebriated.
yeah, or inebriated or drunk, whatever, to be able to handle it. Because if you take it too serious, then it definitely is gonna affect you. uh, because you're gonna look at it as freaking biblical text, and then next thing you know, you out here. Because if you notice, like I'll say some positivity, okay, for a woman, as far as how I look at it, and even to agree with even what Kevin was saying, other people were saying, basically a woman it has to be extremely accommodating, not to every guy. She has to have a ability to discern who that guy is.
Uh-huh.
Be friendly, be a woman. I don't even want to say feminine, just be a woman.
Yeah,
Okay,
you should be. You
wear
should be feminine
dresses.
anyway. You
Wear
should.
dresses, because that's another thing. Like, if you got more pants than a man, okay, and you don't wear no dresses, I mean, you're a tomboy. So with the revolution of the tomboy, when did that happen?
Hmm.
And who did that one? Did somebody kill off all the did the
Well,
tomboys kill off all the
see, you know
regular
it's
girl?
funny. You know it's funny. We always had tomboys. I
Yeah,
grew up with tomboys. Tomboys were cool. They were
yeah,
cool. But at
yeah.
some point, the tomboys had to put on dresses and be women.
Cause
They
he had,
still can
yeah,
resort back to that.
yeah.
They can
Right,
still resort to be cool and be
right,
enjoyable.
right,
But you can't wear Jordans going to this ball,
right.
to this dinner date. No,
But
you better put on a
here
dress and some heels.
here's the flip side of that. And then this has actually happened. So, and I'll tell you where it happened. So, do you want your men wearing dresses then? So you just
Uh-huh.
you have a closet full of pants, right? So okay, so let's go tit for tat, be petty. I'm just gonna wear a dress every day. So then
Uh-huh.
next thing you know, your relationship is immediately over because she ain't gonna want you wearing no dress. So that's kind of how my sentiments are with it,
Oh
you
yeah.
know. So
Let's read some of these. Let's
yeah,
read some of these poses.
yeah.
Lee Ali said they learned that from watching their mothers, peers, family, and having real effective men, as you call it, in the home. Man, they need them. Let me go back a little bit. Keith Wisdom said they are running off the tracks, feeding off of our talking points. Of course, they're feeding the talking points.
Oh, they listening. They listening, boy.
Oh,
I mean,
they can listen. They
yeah.
supposed to. And thank you again. Good evening. Hope as well. Hope all is well. And all is well, brother Charles. Congratulations on reaching 1,000 subscribers. Woo! See,
Because what I just gave, I mean, to a woman that values it, because I mean, a lot of times, and it goes to the whole therapy bit, you know, a lot of people will not value that, what I just said, and
oh
well,
yeah,
women, what I just said, literally, w- that's the reason why you see that woman winning.
uh,
Hopping out that Range Rover with that 6 carat diamond ring, with the Coco Chanel bag.
oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why she's winning. That's why she's picked up, and not even that attractive.
Nope,
You can take that little free bit of game I just gave you, and not even be that attractive,
exactly.
and have you a high value man, literally.
Look at this. Keith Wisdom. Every black man, excuse me, every black woman that is a 6 or greater has probably met their husband, but they Steve Urkel them. Facts.
Yeah, facts.
Linda,
You need to show that one, Joe.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Linda Anderson said, if they can't speak life or like, I will take life, nor nurture life to you, I'm worthless for real. That's facts. Yeah, if it was life. See, you know, the men and women over in my shit, it may be few, but we're still mighty and we're growing. We don't we don't look at shit from the position of weakness. We look at the shit as a position of effective equality. Simply unique. Woo! See, we actually want this community to grow. We don't go by, oh, well, if this person doesn't treat me right, fuck them all. No, we don't do that.
Right.
It's impossible to damn the whole gender.
Right.
See,
Because at
when
the
you
end of the day, you're not happy. You're not happy in this shows. You're
exactly,
bitter. You're bitter, and I can see through the bitterness. As a person that was gonna be a social worker but switched to IT, I can read the bitterness. I can sense it,
mm-hmm.
and it pretty much is. That's what it is. It's bitterness because you don't have any positive. Because one thing I just noticed of what you said. You said you backtracked and you brought some positivity into it. And I had to second because I don't want to come up here with all negativity, because
Mm-hmm.
it's good women out here. I know it is, because women in my family I saw growing up were good women. I mean, we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but
No.
it's good and it's bad. But you don't want to be you. It's look at it like a scale. You got Libra season coming up next. It's Virgo season now. So with those scales, if you all the way down like a
Charles.
seesaw on some negativity stuff, so guess what? You leading people to this negativity, and it's
Exactly.
and it's a bag of bullshit.
Now, what were you saying? I'm chaos.
Kevin's on the panel with them right now. Let you know.
Oh, that's wonderful. Hopefully, he can explain to these crows.
It's explained now. That's why it's to let you know, inform right now.
See, you know what's funny about that? You cannot take the word or the phrase that someone else brought up and change the narrative. You
That's
cannot change the
capping.
meaning
That's capping.
because there's a reason why in the military there's a no and there's a go and no go. Well, am I okay? No. What did they say when you tested for something? Go. There wasn't no time to fucking pat you on the back. You go. What's up, Sonny's boxing talk? Woo! We got to get you on here when I do my combat sports speak. I'll probably do it tomorrow or Monday. I'll let you know. Well, tomorrow is Monday. I might. Shit, I'm losing my days. I'm gonna let you know when we get down with the combat sports talk. So you got to be effective, man. It's like you look at MMA. It may not be the toughest guy who wins. We're definitely going to be the most effective.
Yep. The most willed man, the man that could take those punches and somehow keep his feet, and just have enough energy to come back, to throw, to basically somehow just survive, or to even overcome after the guy wastes all his energy throwing his punches. I
And
mean,
you just got
yeah,
to have that fucking perseverance. I
right.
remember sparring with people getting ready for fights. Think about it. When I did my MMA, I had to go like 3, 4 boxing rounds, maybe 5, then wrestle about 5 wrestling rounds, like 2 or 3,
Yeah,
maybe, then do some Brazilian jiu jitsu. And I'm like, God damn, I'm tired. You
yeah,
got to perseverance.
yeah. I
You
mean,
got to
my
be stronger.
my freshman year, I wrestled because I just didn't make the basketball team. Basically, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm gonna try my hardest not to cap, but it's like basically, I found out immediately like I was very good at it. It
Yeah.
was like I was like, wow, okay, damn, you know what I'm saying? So okay, but I had to learn how to get great at it though. But my first year, I remember we was wrestling high school, Thornwood High School. So this guy I was wrestling, I was about 145. I was real skinny, um, about 5'4" maybe. And man, this dude was muscle bound, man. I'm like, dang, oh man. But long story short, man, I end up pinning him. And I'm like, man, you want to talk about a head booster, confidence booster. After that day on, I was like, wow. I took a muscle bound man and put his face in the sand. Like
Yep,
I,
it made you feel so much pride. Like that's the one thing. Believe it or not, that's one of the parts that I said in the Great Faulkner Initiative. If I could get rid of a basketball, football, which only fucking helps the white populace anyway, mostly, and put boys in combat sports such as wrestling, boxing, MMA, taekwondo, savate, kickboxing, capoeira, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, Japanese jiu-jitsu, defendo, I could keep going on, aikido. One, you would curve the violence into something where we could control it and say, if you and this other boy got an issue, meet me down at the gym and we're going to settle it like men.
yep.
Take
And then
control of your communities again.
and I'll add chess to that
Oh,
because
chess is lethal.
yeah, because you add the strategic, the quiet strategic side to it, and the movements, the quiet movements to it, and then add the other stuff, the physical stuff, and
Moving
boom,
silence like lasagna.
boom.
My G's moving silence like lasagna. Shit.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
and let me read what Linda said. Why are black women mad? Because the Most High made black men our boss to lead, guide, touch us in His way. Facts. See, I'm gonna answer you, Linda. I'm gonna really answer that because that's a damn profound shit. Because black women a while ago were told, just like the serpent. See, let me. You want me to break this down, Broke Genius?
Yeah, go ahead.
See, we the women in our community, like Eve. See, people don't look at the Bible from a strategic or militaristic view. This is why your woman stays on your left side because she's your heartbeat. That's where your emotions are. You guard your emotions. Okay?
And I'm
Your
gonna tell.
sword is your
I'm gonna.
sword is at your right.
Yeah,
Your shield is at your left.
yeah.
She stands before that shield. She is your purpose and your energy.
I'm gonna add some chess to that and some chess philosophy to that. Let me know when you done.
Okay. And militaristically, if I ever want to defeat the men, you go at the women because the women are closer to the children. And every woman, when you put a child in danger, she will tell your plans. What do you think that serpent told that woman? Not what she needed, but what she wanted to hear. I didn't want to just be equal to man. I wanted to be equal to God. When her husband gave her the order not to eat from that, or we will surely die, you went against your husband's wishes because you wanted to be his equal. And what happened when y'all listened to the serpents of feminism and racist supremacy? We died as a community. But go ahead, Broke Genius.
So the way I look at it, as far as the chess philosophy, woman being on the side, the left side, is basically the woman, the queen, is the ultimate sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Her job is one of many jobs, but one of those, most importantly, is to sacrifice when needed. So and that the chess or the king, his job is to choose wisely when to sacrifice that queen. And this is above a lot of people's heads because basically this is very few women think like this, where they have to, that they are actually uh sacrificial and or believe in that type of ideology, but they are in the chess philosophy. The queen is the sacrifice,
Mm-hmm.
uh, if needed. So another part of it is that she carries on the bloodline of that kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So she provides heirs to the throne, and she teaches those heirs to rule, because that's what the prince uh is, his job is to come to replace that king. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just, I guess I would say I'm a little bougie, or very bougie, because basically I understand my history. I
Mm-hmm.
researched my history, and my mother, she would always say, she was a school teacher for over 30 years. She say, "Don't ask me. I bought this big encyclopedia,
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm
I heard
saying?
that shit.
Freaking collection right here before the
For for
internet."
for you young people out there, an encyclopedia was a case or a set of books that ran in alphabetical order. They gave you all kinds of information in the world pre-internet.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I pretty much, that was what I went to find information out, and end up finding, like, I remember being 9 years old, reading something, but then seeing a passage on ancient Sparta, and them explaining how basically there were no, like, if a child was born lame, they, wouldn't just save it or anything like that. They would just literally throw it over the mountain. and
Mm-hmm.
and from doing that, it's a negative. But the positive from that is that that bloodline was strengthened.
Mm-hmm.
Those citizens of that time, they had I'm sure some of the strongest bloodlines, because you're eliminating that weakness and that mutations and disease from those people, from that kingdom, by doing that. But
But you know what happened?
yeah,
See, believe it or not, in ancient Sparta, even in ancient Kemet, women were taught combat, but women knew their place, that they were the last line of defense.
yeah, true.
See, I never said women can't learn combatives. I just said women can't be in combat itself. That's not your primary role. What you need to do is, while I'm confronting the forces of evil, get those kids to safety. There is, if somebody destroys the children, I have no legacy. Remember how deep we're gonna do a watch of Man of Steel together. And Man of Steel hits on a lot of shit, man. When Zod said, "You took away my legacy, you took away my purpose. Now I'm gonna take away what you love so dear the most."
Yeah. Linda just made a comment that, man, is real hardcore. She
So
said,
more reason that bitch need to get in check. No man, no seed, no continuation. Facts.
right,
Woo! Shout out to Linda.
yeah, because
See,
see, yeah, that's real right there. Because, yeah, women, unless they're raped, they have the gatehole to, like, legacy. They pretty much control the future of your offspring.
hmm
Because, yeah, they literally allow, and that goes from the whole dying for you, risking death for you, to carry on, your offspring. um yeah, that's real right there.
that's real, especially to these super hoteps. Well, the woman, she was, she was, she was the first god. No, she was the first goddess, but she wasn't the first god.
Yeah, I
You
ain't
were
gonna
the,
even go. I ain't gonna
you the
go
god.
into all
You,
that.
I said, if you think about it,
Yeah.
every African god, excuse me, every African goddess had what in her hand? She had a vessel or some type of pottery.
Uh-huh.
Every African god had what in his hand? A sword, a club, an axe, some type of weapon.
Right. Yeah.
See, there is no universe without the man. There is no universe without the woman. See, in nature, an organism needs to have something, either develop his own defenses its own defenses or have something defend it on its behalf.
Right.
That's why the man was set first to actually settle the environment so it could be safe for the children and the woman to give birth or give up his life so they can survive. Once again, nothing excuses you from being a man.
Right.
When you actually respect that order, things run smoothly. Oh, I don't want to be under a man's control because he might try to rule me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You already under a man's control.
Right.
It's just
Right.
a white one.
Let's take away money, like you said, like you mentioned earlier. You take away money, right? Everything's a barter system, right?
Mhm.
So tomorrow money is no more. So these women or whatever that have a problem with men, okay, there's no money. So for them they have to get everything they need. Okay. They still have to you still have to go to work, but you have to go to work and you have to barter something. So what are they gonna be able to barter is the question that I ask. And it comes to now you go into other things. But I mean, what do you think that type of society, as far as a bartering system, like you take the money thing out of it,
See,
like.
women are always going to chase resources. They are
Mhm,
hypergamous by nature. They have to be in order for
mhm,
the children.
mhm.
See, I have nothing wrong with a woman chasing the highest tier man she can obtain.
Yeah.
Look at Marcus Houston's new wife.
Right.
She couldn't do any better than Marcus Houston, especially with her level of beauty and her level of fertility.
Mhm,
People always say, let her go till she's 21 so she could get more bodies and lose value.
mhm.
And then what's going to happen? She's going to have to compete against the next 21, 20, 25-year old.
Yeah. The
That's why
the
a lot of
reason.
these
Yeah.
that's why a lot of these women have gotten butt hurt. When you
Yeah.
have a real woman is going to guide her and groom her to be like, look, you got a good husband, you got a successful husband. He built up all this fortune. Now you and him can raise some children. You and him can actually challenge the environment. You can actually set forth goals, be a blessing to the earth.
Right. So the reason why I mentioned the bartering system is that once you take the money out of it, the independence out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You now driving that car, you need gas. What are you gonna bring to the table besides your mouth?
Mm-hmm.
um what I'm saying, and your little logic of independence. What are you
Mm-hmm.
gonna bring to the table to get that gas? What are you
Because
gonna do when your car? Because I mean, basically, I think statistically the statistics are 70% of women do not change, or more like 80%, something like that. It's really high, that do not know how to change or will not change a flat tire.
yeah, no, I
Okay.
think it's not because they don't know. I think they just don't. And
Yeah.
and it's crazy because
So
when you put
yeah.
people when you put we had to do some type of survival training in the
Yeah.
woods. For you, it's probably more so in the water, and but I'm pretty sure you did some woodland training. But it's and I'm only saying that because the
It
Navy's
wasn't,
primary.
man. It was no. I mean, unless you went into like being a CB or something
Yeah,
like that. Like
yeah,
it
it's
wasn't none of
little,
that. Yeah.
and we had to live out in the forest for some days,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yo, you have to be on your best bullshit. You have to learn. You have to be the best possible man you could be. You have to understand the criteria it takes to be that high tier man.
Right. There's no money. Money is not gonna necessarily help you in that situation. Is that?
No,
Yeah.
no, you got to have skills. A lot
Yeah.
of women are going to be trading. I hate to say it because I know my ladies are already with men of great capability, so they don't have to do this. A lot of women will resort to sexual favors in order to get through the world if we were in a Walking Dead scenario.
Exactly. Exactly. And then the ones that don't want to do it, um, they'll have to basically learn how to survive the best way they can
Yeah,
through starvation. I
yeah.
mean,
And I mean, unless you're that good on the farm, which a lot of urban women aren't,
well,
maybe
they
the
got to get the
rural.
seeds. Where are they gonna get the seeds from? You know.
Exactly.
I have the connect where they can get the seeds, but if they're being a bitch about it and not very and acting accordingly, they will not get that shit. They're gonna have to go to Monsanto and that shit. Get that
But
GMO seeds, chicks.
like a lot of
Oh no
them.
no no no! Listen, I'm dead serious, bro. I ain't fucking around, bro. I
So
know
how
some.
how is so how is that Kevin Samuels conversation going? Are they still
It,
wilding?
no, I had to go back to the playback, but it looked like they might have calmed down a little bit. But this is my thing. After all end of it, average woman, either our system just don't fit the cut. A lot of dudes will bitch about high value or how they want to critique it. It's irrelevant. And either you're going to meet that type of performance with the network. That means black men have to come together, work together, network together, which is a hard thing. Not in this YouTube, but just in general. They should really just sit down, shut the fuck up. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you,
Yeah.
I'm going further. I'm going further.
Yeah.
Even, listen, I want black men that's in the chat listening. And this is why we harp say you must donate and contribute to your cause, either to me or Charles or anybody else. There was a brother that was on Robert Fox channel, and he was talking about this male empowerment, this message, and talking about that people selling out and all this stupid shit. And I asked him an important question. Do you contribute to any of these content creators that's giving this message? This man started to go, because it tells you, you niggas don't even want to support your own cause. And a black man's dealing message. It's going to take resource.
No, it's gonna
And
take it's gonna take a lot of it.
it's going to take a lot, but it takes an effort where you have to be dependable. You know what I'm saying? And you have to really say, I'm paying for this for the better good. If a man has some out here, black media, then I should pull my pocket and spend to see it grow and flourish. To maybe hopefully it will be something much greater. And now I understand the argument from a lot of content creators. It hit me, but it just hit me that day, yesterday, bro. You know what I'm saying? So over at the end of the day, black man, you can enjoy it and deal with the free stuff. That's cool. But in regards to anything shit really done, just shut the fuck up. It's not gonna happen.
And you know what's funny? Not to be on those cranky bitches all the time.
Yeah.
When I said I was gonna open up my VSOP, oh, you
Mm-hmm.
think you fancy? You drinking out of a cup? At least I
Yeah.
can afford it, bitch.
Right.
Exactly.
See,
Yeah.
see, I donate so much money to people who have great talking points.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a
Hey,
talking
you
point,
contribute to me. You
I
contribute to me.
contribute. I contribute to my engineer. I contribute to damn near every channel I come across that does good talking points.
Exactly,
You
bro.
you could look at the Blurred Without Fear when he's talking about comic books. Hell, I even went to Angry Man's channel and he was making some good points. I even donated money to Angry Man. So I'm not one against somebody who's bringing a beautiful message to the masses. I walk it like I talk it. I don't. I let a lot of feuds I had on fucking YouTube die because the message to get to our people needs to be heard. There's some white guy out there who might need to hear my message. There's some black guys. There's some black women. There's some who knows what type of women who need to hear this message. See, bitter women are not going to capture the essence of what I'm saying. Ignorant men are not going to capture that essence. Either you hang together or you hang alone on the gallows. And them gallows don't have any. And I appreciated Underrated Darkness for sharing the love.
Is your cash app Charles Faulkner or with the JR too? Because I just
Yeah,
see
that's the.
Charles Faulkner. I don't see the JR.
It should be
Well,
Charles. It's the Charles Faulkner with the Jr.
and let me say something to Underrated Darkness. He's one of many few brothers that comes every day when it comes on
Charles
Charles
L.
channel.
It's Charles L. Faulkner Jr.
Uh,
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Let me
But
fix
go.
this.
But go ahead,
switch off.
Chaos.
Let me switch off and come back. Give me a second.
Okay. See, you gotta understand the message. And I don't mind people pimping their channels out because hell, I had to pimp my channels out on people, so I like to return the favor. See, the reason why I'm so glad that, Chaos talked me into establishing this shit and we went hard in the paint for the last 2, 3 months, and I damn sure appreciate each and every one of you getting us over 1,000. The next goal we're gonna try to get is to 2,000. Then after that, 3,000, 4,000, and that mighty 5,000. We're gonna keep going. See, I don't. We live by the 2/3 doctrine. 2/3 of us probably are not gonna make it, but the strong will survive. Oh man, thank you, bro.
Appreciate it. Yeah. I pretty much, man. I just noticed something, and I'm pretty sure that one chick or whatever. I forgot her name, but in the breakdown, is that what it's called?
Yeah, you talk about
Yeah.
either Sister George or Concrete Rose.
Yeah. So the one that they had, the guest that they had on there, I mean, to my memory serves me correctly, she was the aggressor in that argument. Yeah.
She wanted to paint a picture that did not exist.
Hmm.
She wanted to paint. That doesn't make you high value. This doesn't see high value is a nomenclature. See, first of all, we go off of effective men, regardless of the situation. Does he get the job done?
Yeah, because it's like, okay, a lot of times that's the case. Like, I mean, basically, you start off as an aggressor, and I know you see this all the time. Like,
You.
you see these, basically combative provocators
Shout
going
out
back
to
to,
shout out
yeah,
to Broke, and also shout out to Underrated. Woo,
yeah.
for the cash apps.
So you get these chicks that basically like want to argue you into submission, and this is from Dr. Tia Johnson. So like basically, when you don't fit into that argument, they want to lash out at you. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you didn't fit into that argument, and she basically became combative towards you. Cause I mean, yeah, like you the officer of the goddamn law. So you pretty much keep it cordial, and you're not the aggressive in the oration of a conversation. I mean, I ain't saying you perfect, but that's
Nah,
literally what I heard when you were talking to her.
I could be a smidget of asshole if needed. See, the
Yeah,
problem with her is that she thinks she could talk to black men any way she please.
yeah,
She thinks that she can actually say what the fuck she want to say when she didn't realize she ran into a man called Fault. Y'all get the pun later, a man called Hulk. We're getting it there. But the fact of the matter is that she's not used to a man checking her. See, she's not used to a man stepping up and saying, no, that's not how we go. But
yeah.
who are you to tell me? I'm a man.
And then I'm gonna tell you something else, that because I be bouncing around different little channels or whatever. She was on Sonetter's channel, and man, I heard her say something. I was like, whoa, because what she said was like literally the reason why people are in jail right now, doing long, lengthy prison sentences.
Mm.
A guy came on and basically was like they got like into a little argument or whatever, all words. He ain't say he was gonna kill her or anything like that. And she immediately said, and she her little character is like, cause how she, I mean, she basically, she just has glasses on, look like a nerdy librarian black chick, right? But
Uh-huh.
she even said, she said, man, I'll send somebody on you, like it,
What?
yeah, yeah. That's when she said that. I was like, whoa.
And nobody checked her?
Nah, yeah, she was nah, she nope. But I mean, I made a mental note of that, and I was like, because that's the like that literally, man. I've seen people who have gotten killed because she comes off like she's like this. She's saying it like, who does that? A queen does that. A
Mm,
queen sends people. So whatever, if it's fantasy or in your little, you have this fictitious world that you created for yourself.
mhm.
So literally, she says she'll send somebody your way just because she dude said something that hurt his feelings, hurt her feelings or whatever. Because that's the Freudian slip. Because a lot of these chicks are very masculine.
Yeah.
So not only
She
yeah,
got a little cookie cruster duster underneath her chin.
yeah, so it's like, you not only the pants, but you're very masculine to go with it.
Mm.
So and that goes into the whole like, masculine energy. What I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, I remember her saying that, and it's like, man, I mean, I don't know how many people are sitting in prison right now because of a chick sent someone, to check
To do her
somebody.
to do
Yeah,
her bidding.
yeah,
Like,
to
get the
do her
fuck out of
bid.
here.
Right.
Matter of fact, she better not have told me that shit. I'd be like, you send who the fuck you want. When I get finished with them, I'm coming for your ass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is I heard her say that, and I understand. And then another thing is that why you got to send somebody? Why
Because
you
she,
can't? Right.
despite her looks, she ain't man enough. I mean,
But
she may
yeah.
look like she's man enough, but she ain't.
Right, because it's like at the end of the day, this man ain't hurt you physically, nothing like that. He just said something to hurt your feelings, right? So that causes for a guy to for you to send some guy, right? Because you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You definitely can't do it. So you want to send some dude, right? That to do some physical, because the dude, when you send a guy, he ain't gonna just talk to the guy. Guys don't talk, we fight. You know what I'm saying? So you
Mm-hmm.
so you taking a situation and you escalating it, and then 9 times out of 10, the dude salty as hell after about, a couple hours in the jail cell, because he done shot somebody, and he thinking about it like, damn,
And what's she
this
gonna do?
bitch
Get the next simp to do her bidding.
this bitch done sent me the fuck off. And
And
this one, yeah,
but you
uh,
weren't even man enough to put her in her place and say, stop that bullshit.
right, yeah. So I gotta do 30 years. I'm facing 30 years to life because this bitch sent me basically off. Or it could even
Mm.
be worse. I mean, how many shout out to all of the people that's dead as hell because some chick sent them to do
Uh-huh.
their bidding, and then it got into a gunfight, and the guy that was sent didn't survive that. So that's
Uh-huh.
worse. So it just, yeah,
The evil and the visceral and the lack of respect for black men. That's why I love the fact that we have black men and black women here who love the community.
Hope I'm not,
That's
I'm not making vibrations or anything on the
I don't
inside.
know. You sound good.
All right.
That's the reason why, why the brother, for this whole, probably for a whole week or for the rest of the year, I might keep flashing this guy's picture. This is the reason why we love Black Panther, because it showed black people in unity. It showed what a true black nation could look like. You know what I'm saying? It might have been fictional, but guess what? Image is everything.
Yeah.
And
Why
when
do
you
think the
actually,
first thing they remember when he died? That image.
that image, does that look like a strong brother to you?
Yeah, definitely.
And in real life, he was an even stronger brother.
Hmm.
You know what? Once again, how many times do I say it? You don't pray for lighter loads. You do what?
A stronger back.
You pray for that stronger back. You know what he said? I'm going to take all the frustration. I could have used this to be about pity, self pity, which is the worst. But I'm going to make this money. I'm going to leave my legacy. I'm going to get that kid. I'm going to make sure my children are okay. Imagine he's have a child on the way that he'll never get to see, but he's already set up that child's legacy. That's what men do. We're
Yeah.
not judged by what we think. We're not judged by our beauty. We're judged by what the fuck we produce.
Yeah.
Show your motherfucking works.
Yeah. Man's
How
work.
how dare anybody challenge a man on his mission?
Yeah.
He
Because
has all
yeah.
right to ask you, what
Yeah.
consequence are you to me now?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because it goes into one thing about this whole high value man debate that it's hurting people's feelings is because it's breaking their fantasy world of what they can't get, but they make it seem like they actually can, and they live this like fantastical world where everything is all right, like I said before, where they really because when you nail the topic, because see, I talked about high value man on my channel, and it's like, yeah, I didn't really go into the other depths, but I really don't have to. I mean, Kevin explains everything, but it's like the reason why I mention it is because it's rare. High value men ain't just hanging. It statistically, high
It's not
value
like
men.
it's not hanging fruit. Like
Yeah,
you pick
it's
out a tree. I know.
statistically. I mean, for just for men in general, I don't even want to talk about men in general. Let's just talk about black men. High value black men are probably 1% of the population.
Yeah.
I mean, at the highest, maybe five, and it depends on where you are. I mean, so it's like literally you talking about at least 150K plus for a black man. I mean, people think, and it's a lot of young, even older people.
Yeah,
They
they think
think,
it's a lot of us. They think it's a
yeah,
lot of us.
they think
They
that they passing out 100K jobs like it's gumballs.
most the average black man. Do you know what the average? Somebody got the YouTube on. Uh, some the average man, the average black man makes about what 28 to $32,000 a year.
Yeah, accurate, right?
So if you gotta see, a lot of these women don't understand. If you see a black man that makes over $50,000 a year, that's a goddamn superhero.
Right. And that's what I was just finna say. You literally read my mind. These chicks barely can get a 50K black guy. The guy that just take the other stuff out of it. Let's just talk about the money. They can't even they'd be lucky to get a guy a high value or a Henry, right? I mean, or even a Henry in training or whatever to that just makes 50K. They couldn't get that guy because all of the bullshit and vitriol, like you said, that they spew. They not even gonna be able to get that guy.
How do
And
you
if
know they're
they
not
do
great?
get him, and if they do get him, then ain't gonna be like. Then it's not marriage. It's
Yeah.
just you're a freaking sex doll. Okay.
Even the Bible tells people, well, if you believe it or not, I still know a couple of scriptures because esoteric knowledge can be found anywhere. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing.
Yeah.
We're not anti-marriage over here. We're
Right.
anti dealing with somebody who's on some bullshit.
Yeah. They not getting the dude that even probably make 50K, let alone 150K. I mean that see, and that is the problem where they're butthurt.
And I'm
They're
gonna say something
butthurt
after
about it.
that.
I mean that is why they so butthurt about this topic because and then they come with all of these fantastical ideologies and scenarios and then backed up with excuses. And at the end of the day, they barely can get a guy making 50K.
And they oh well, I got all these things, I got all this debt. That's your debt. I will help you out of it, but guess what? Why can't you why can't you actually submit? Listen to the leadership that's being put before you. You don't
Charles,
even have to do the heavy thinking.
Charles,
You're
it boils down to at the end of the day when they hear about High Value and Kevin laid out just the script, which will come out tomorrow, the actual PDF, hopefully, is that a lot of women are trained not to deal with male authority, especially black male authority. Let's
they're
keep
not.
Yeah.
so right
They're
there.
not.
You talk about high tier man. If you're not dealing with authority, period, you must forget it.
Yeah. They exit
No,
themselves
wait,
out just off of that.
let's go deal with the losers. Just fucking suck him and be happy. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want to. They don't. Let's tell the fucking tale. We're gonna break it down real quick because I'm about to get in soapbox mode, and you know, for me, that's like attack mode. I can say the word bitch frequently because I know the ladies over here know that I refer to them as ladies. But these stupid bitches always do not like to see where they fucking lot in life fell. Just like these whining ass niggas who says stupid shit, you're in the same fucking boat, same motherfucking category. You ain't worth a goddamn. You never been worth a goddamn. You're lucky if somebody even fucking mercy fucking marries you or mercy fucks you. See, they don't want to understand you're a fuck to a lot of these people because you dealt with fuck boys. I had a female friend who came to, why do I always look at get drug dealers and thugs for boyfriends? Because that's the fucking energy you put out. You don't know any better. You don't want to do any better. You want Tupac in a goddamn suit, the CEO of fucking AT&T. Ain't happening.
Yeah, they can't. It's just chaos said he hit the he literally he sniped from 1,000 yards with one bullet.
Uh-huh.
They can't even proceed because they have a problem being told what to do. These same women don't have a problem being told what to do by their white zeddy supervisor and or manager, but
Uh-huh.
they have a complex with the black man telling them what to do, or even
Because
not even what to do, being even just cooperative. They
just
have a
being
problem.
guided.
Yeah, just being guided and just being cooperative. Like this is your job. This is what you need to do. We cooperate, which a high value man is gonna want more than cooperation. Let's just be real. So it's like they can't do that. So they exclude themselves from, and they know they can't get that guy because they know this guy. They know what the high value man is gonna want.
And listen,
So
it boils down to you have to compete for the those higher upper tier of so-called men. Let's keep
yeah,
on. And
yeah,
remember, in this culture, amongst our community, competition with women is obsolete. Is a foreign concept.
they
So when you talk about,
yeah.
so when you talk about competing, let's say compete for who? For a man. Kevin said it best. Once you hit a certain age, if you're 30 and you have not got married yet, for you to ensure just a man, you're going to have to spend money and spend money how to get and eventually keep a man. And it hurts their damn soul. So no saying, I got to pay later. Yes, bitch. You're going to have to pay later. Pay now or pay later. Matter of fact, you have to pay anything. Try to bag it as early as possible. Other
Exactly.
than that, it's a dice roll. And you
See,
trust me,
it's
the odds not in your favor in this
see
climate.
See, you gotta understand something. I would say the same shit about a dude who's disingenuous or just being plain stupid. See, over here in this sector, we talk about the men and the women because we're about building families. Let's break it even further down. We're about building whole people again. Let's make black people great forever. Not again, forever.
Mm-hmm.
Let's let's take the time to get our mental health right. You get your mind right, your body right, your emotions right, your soul right, your money right. At
Mm-hmm.
that point, everything will what? Be all right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No man, no woman should be dependent on them. Yes, the fuck you should.
Yeah.
The reason why you don't have dependable men now, like you claim you don't, is because you don't put the fucking burden of performance on them.
Yeah.
You're not built for that performance. The men are.
Now here's the thing. Like men know, like for example, like shout out to cousin Tito, uh, from my great city, Chicago. He mentioned basically what you need to get particular types of women. So in the case of high value women, a 92 above, right, or just say a 92, pretty much you need to primarily have because they thinking about legacy and then they also want certain comfortabilities. You need that particular mini mansion or you know high value house or per se in a certain type of neighborhood, in a suburban enclave or something like that. Because typically that's what those women want. Okay. So it's like if you do you have that, yes or no? If you don't
Hmm.
have that, that's not attractive. Even Pookie and Ray Ray, they know 85 octane Shaniqua. She like box Chevys, or maybe the older ones do, or the younger ones like the bubble Chevys with the halogen lights, with the big shiny rims, or whatever false what's the term of them rims, I forgot. But they like the rims, right? They like the sounds. They like the tinted windows. That's what they like. So Pookie, he's with Ray Ray. I literally saw this last night coming down the street. That's why I mentioned this. I saw Pookie with Ray Ray in the box Chevy, custom, decked out with all of these, accessories. And I mean, that's what they're after, these 85 octane chicks or whatever they can get, and they getting them because they have the traps to get them. I mean,
Hmm.
now they ain't saying nothing about, oh, we got, they ain't making no excuses. They got the tools to get what they want, and they getting them. You know, I bet. I'm pretty sure they getting them. Okay, so it's like, when it comes to women, it's just notice how with the women's side really doesn't have that much to do with women. I mean, with money, it has something to do with your behavior and your attitude. Because
Hmm.
it's like literally that's like being feminine, being friendly, being accommodating, being a helpmate, which is accommodating, um your looks, your beauty, being a 7 up. um I mean, that's what I'm gonna start saying. Just put that in the lexicon in the black manosphere. 7 up. So that is what primarily these high value men are looking for. Now, when if you're not a 7 up, I mean, you'll probably have to do what more of the other things, have to be extremely accommodating. I mean, look, can I get a little R-rated, X-rated?
Not unless you woo. Now you
Woo!
may. Now you may.
All right, pretty much. God damn it! If you like a 5, and there's plenty 5s, whatever 6s that it got high value man. God damn it! And you got a body on you. You meeting your man with lingerie on at the door, and goddamn it, immediately assuming the position when you walk in. That's the type of shit you do when you know what I'm saying, you trying to so you even if you a 7 up, you want to still do that. But if you pretty much, lacking in other areas, you make up it in other areas. You know what I'm saying? You get his favorite sports team's ticket to the Bulls or whatever, box seats, and you buy him that Breitling watch that he been looking for like since you met him. You know what I'm saying? You do stuff like that because you wanna show appreciation to this man that you trying to get. But it comes with, just sufficing if you trying to compete like Chaos was saying. So it's like, you can make up in other areas, because it's like I said on a Facebook post. It's like, okay, good head does get you wet, but licking balls give you unlimited trips to the mall. I mean it's a joke, but I mean, you get, I mean, what I'm saying, this women know this. This women know this, but the thing about it is, and that's why Kevin always talk about getting on that couch. It's like you have a cluster in your brain when it comes to being accommodating. You can't even get to the step of even being in no conversation with it. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm more of the side of the 50K than 100K and 150K, of course. I ain't taking no bullshit with no chick talking crazy when she can't even goddamn it be friendly, feminine, and somewhat accommodating or cooperative. I'm like, hell no. Like I
No,
really,
no,
yeah.
no man should be abusive to his woman, but no woman should be abusive to their man.
No, I'm not even talking about even I'm not even gonna even entertain anything but a pump and dump situation if they're not cooperative. I might not even be wanting to deal with them in any type of accord
Oh no,
if they don't fit those criteria.
oh no,
Like,
because
yeah,
oh no, because it's about having self-respect,
right,
and we lost that as a community because we don't respect how your women view you. I keep saying this shit. How your women view you is how they view their men is how the world's gonna view you.
right,
You don't hear Asian men talk about these Asian niggas ain't shit.
right, yeah.
Even white women who got the biggest fucking complaint of all,
Mm,
you only hear but a few women say I'm a feminist.
yeah.
And guess what? Each one of them bitches are married.
AKA only one, Miss Tommy Lauren. Well, we go
Mm-hmm. Tommy Lauren knew when to shut the fuck up when those men came at her ass, did she?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She backstepped like a moonwalk.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
But guess what, fellas? We're gonna close it up in a few. We're gonna carry this on tonight. So,
Oh yeah. Don't forget, Charles. We are going to carry on, but they're going to probably have to call in. You know.
oh yeah, we're gonna do the call-in show. Let them know. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
this
try to see. I might be half drunk. I gotta go to this little affair. If anybody want to meet me and they're in the Baltimore area, I'm gonna be at game, smoking me some cigars,
Mhm.
drinking some liquor, and I'm gonna definitely be hanging with my niggas. Look for the handsome, bald, big black guy with the canary yellow polo,
Mhm.
with the low cut Jordans. Go ahead, Chaos.
Yeah. But don't worry. I think Charles got a community tab, so you
I
probably put him
got
on.
some shit to get off my chest. So I think
Yeah, on the community
I
tab,
think
so don't worry about
I'll fire up something like later on though, probably. But I gotta get this diesel culture off of my chest, basically, man. I just gotta get this out because basically that's the dominant culture in the black community now. And it's not even just the black community, it's just
Mm.
like all over
It's
the
all
place.
over. It's all
Yeah.
over. Look at what Anthony Taylor said. Also, Faulkner. Many black women don't even know that they're feminists. Facts, man. Did I did,
Yeah.
did I not prove? Did we not prove that last night, Chaos?
We proved it last night, and it was proven even today. So
They don't even know they're feminists. That's
Yeah.
the reason why I said I'm going to test the waters just to show you how many are feminists. But
Yeah.
shit, go ahead, pimp it out. Let them know where they can find you and call in. And what's the subject matter?
Hey, what's
shit.
going on?
I think it's over interchangeable, but the call number, if anybody who's in this chat room, let me check the chat room. You wanna send me in the chat room? Shit. She's not there. I'll type it up as the stream ends. Call number 712-770-4160. Access code 91541#. The subject
Okay.
will deal with possibly fear or maybe broke. I might put it all in one because I have some things to say before Charles comes up. All right.
All right, my esteemed gentlemen. I
Woo,
wish
esteem.
you all best rest of the weekend. I'm gonna hop off.
All right, folks.
Who's that? Mr. X? I wonder who's that. I can't tell because this
I'm just broke genius. It's broke genius.
Okay, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All
Appreciate
right.
it. All right. And thank everybody
Ladies,
for listening to today's stream. You know what I'm saying? Just be on the lookout for the calling tonight. And some other good things. But like I said, it is a new day. People are not
and
gonna
what's and what like you going to your page?
I don't know. I might put it on my page on Facebook. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. Just put it in there so people can follow.
Yeah, no, put where you put? Which one you put? Hold on, let me check. Don't worry, Charles. I cover it. I'll put it in the chat room. Don't worry about it. I got that.
All right.
I'll tell them
All right, but y'all fellas be all right. Just gotta get up and go.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.
Peace.
And
Take
y'all
care.
be good.
Take care, guys.